Hello and welcome to Lecture Loops. Today we are going to learn about selection sort, which is a very efficient sorting technique. Sorting is basically arranging elements in ascending or descending order. So suppose if we are arranging our data in ascending order, then what selection sort will do? Selection sort will find the smallest element of the list and then it will put it at the first location of the array or the list. So then after that, from the remaining list it will again find the smallest element and then it will put it at the second position, or we can say that next time it will find second smallest and then in the next iteration it will find the third smallest. So in this way, in every iteration, selection sorting finds the smallest element, or we can say this it selects the smallest element of the list and then it puts it at the proper location. So we can say that at the kth iteration it finds the kth smallest element and put it at the kth position of the array. So this is basically the selection sorting. It is an in-place sorting technique. That means it does not require any extra data structure, and then it is requires minimum number of swaps. That makes it even better than the bubble sort. Minimum number of swaps, and this is a non-recursive technique. So there are various approaches to perform sorting. One is recursive approach that quicksort applies, while selection sort applies non-recursive techniques. So that means we don't need the feature recursion, and without recursion we can perform sorting here. So we will see the basic concept. First of all, we take an example. Suppose there is an example, like there are some numbers like 7, 2, 6, 3, 1. Suppose these are some elements, and then in this selection sort, first of all it will find the smallest element of the list. As you can see that the smallest element is here, is 1. So it is going to swap 1 and 7 like this. Now you will have 1, 2, 6, 3 and 7. Now from the remaining list it will find, this is the remaining list. From the remaining list it will find the smallest element, which is 2. Then no swapping is required because 2 is already at the second position. Now we have the remaining list in which we have 3 elements, 6, 3 and 7, and the smallest element is 3. So it will be swapped with the element at the third position, which is 6. So the list will now become like 1, 2, 3, 6 and 7. And you can see that if required, then more iterations can be performed, and in this way you can see that the list is already sorted. So now we will see what is the algorithm of selection sort, and then we will take an example and then we are going to run that algorithm, that how it works. So for a list particular, we will take for I equal to 0 to n minus 1 if there are n elements in the array. Then what we are going to do, first of all we will consider that the first element of the list is smallest. This is only our assumption. Okay, so we will consider like small is equal to xi, means this time it is x0, and then the position variable will indicate the location of the smallest element, okay, of the list. So it is, right now it is I. Now like we will take the second loop, which is j loop. J loop will start from I plus 1 because there is no use of comparing zeroth element with the zeroth element. So we will compare it with each and every element from I plus 1 to n minus 1. Okay, so j is less than n and j plus plus. So all the elements will be compared with this small element, and like this. For comparing we will use if. Then if any xj is less than small, then what we have to do, we have to change the value of small, because small must contain the smallest element of the list. Alright, and now the position should indicate the index of the smallest element, that is j now. So like this it is changed. After this j loop, we will be having the smallest element of the list in the variable small, and the position will indicate the index of that smallest element. So what we are going to do, we will swap this smallest element with the first element, and the first element is xi. So whereby simply I will write swap xi and this is small, or you can say the element at x position. So the element at x position will be swapped with the element at xi, because small is mere a variable. So we need not to we have to swap this element at the position POS. Okay, so we will swap xi and x position, and in this way our loop will run. So suppose there are suppose these many elements, like there are 6, 9, 2, 4, 8. Suppose these are some of the elements. So first of all, we will also write the index. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. First of all, the value of I is 0 and this is the smallest element. This is our assumption. Okay. Now the value of j will run from 1 to 4 and it will compare each and every element with this value small. So small is equal to 6, we are assuming. Now 9 will be compared with 6. Is it less than? No. 2 is less than 6. Yes, 2 is less than 6. Now the value of small will be changed and it will be 2. And now the position POS will point to this location. Understand? Now 4 is less than 2. No. 8 is less than 2. No. Now at the end of this loop, is this J loop, we can see that small contains the minimum element of the list, which is 2, and POS position is indicating this index, contains the index of this element. Okay, so now we are going to swap this with xi, which is x0, means 6 and 2 will be swapped and we will be having a new list which is 2, 6, 9 and 2, 9, 6, 6 and 2 are swapped, 4 and 8, like this. Okay, so now the value of I is 1, so I equal to 1 in the next iteration. So we will consider that the smallest element is equal to xi. So small will contain the value 9. Okay, and this is the indexing 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I is here and j will start from 2 this time and it will go till 4. Okay, and now the position will also point here initially. Okay, now we'll compare each and every element. 6 will be compared with 9. Is 6 less than 9? Yes, so the value of small will be changed and it is now 6, and the position is also changed. Position will point to 2. Now next, 4 is less than 6. Yes, so now we will change it as 4, and then position will also point to 3. And then 8 is less than 4. No. So ultimately the smallest element of the remaining list, which is 4, or we can say the second smallest element of the list, is in the small variable, and the position is indicating the index of that location. Now we will swap 9 and 4, which is xi and x position. After swapping we get 2, 4, 6, 9 and 8. In this way we can perform the selection sort by running this algorithm. And now I want to say that selection sort is the applications of selection sort are like we can use it. Yeah, it is also a stable sort, means if two elements are equal in the list, then it will not change the relative order. And it is also the constant memory space. So I have already told that memory efficient algorithm is this is a memory efficient algorithm, and it is actually very efficient for smaller list, not for the larger list. And it requires minimum number of swaps, and The best case complexity is order of n square. Worst case complexity and average case complexity is also order of n square. So we can say that the selection sort is good for smaller unsorted list. Okay. So I hope you understood this, and if you understood and you like this video, and if you want that I should make more videos like this, then please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.